me see it though.
Why were you on all four?
Is this mic close enough? Reading a pod.
Because the guy, there was like 50 guys with their.
So we were on a
Zoom
par 3, like we're hitting like down that way, and then there was about 40 guys over here, about I don't know 70 yards away. All of these guys have their rangefinders on, and I'm like, oh my god. Keith goes, ever seen a female before? So then Biz got on all fours to show him his 5-hole, and that's when she said save it for later.
Yeah, we were getting weird. She was the one being vulgar though. She got it all going. So.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
Why would you do that?
Pisses me off.
No,
so,
it's
so
sick and
disgusting
tired
and
of it.
gross.
This is golf, people.
Yeah.
Do you mind having the handheld mic, Biz?
Oh, this?
Yeah, you don't mind,
I
do
don't
you?
give a shit.
Or you
No,
can
no.
lean over and talk.
Yeah, for sure.
And he
We're
makes sure guests knows to keep it like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like he'll be good about that.
Yeah. I know he's a talented stick handler.
This is a lot of quick people in the room, not myself included.
Don't say that.
This is
I think you're pretty quick with it.
You
not,
are.
Not like these guys.
No, you are.
Yeah, these guys,
I'm ready.
Francis is already thinking
Oh,
of shit.
he's
to me.
No, I'm
fucking
not.
wheels are spinning.
Do you remember the last
giant-
time you came in, you and Sass got in like a little like bickering match?
Ooh.
About what?
That's unlike Sass.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't. But I feel like I've seen a clip of it. I think I was just being a dick.
Yeah,
Really?
I think you were. But you were giving it back to him though.
About what?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
It's
we were
like,
just,
it's like the
busting
clip
balls.
I saw of you
Yeah.
Biz
recently.
flying
like,
here first
I got this
class.
23-year-old friend that convinces me that I'm wrong when he's fucking wrong. I was fucking crying.
Should I kick us off?
Yeah, kick us off.
I thought we were going.
No. That'll be in it. I mean, yeah, we can keep that in. Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is October 20th, noon. We are here from New York,
Energy, man.
joined by
Holy
the
fuck, Sass.
Guys, settle down at
I
home.
know we had it. We were
Drinks did you have already?
Holy.
If you're driving, pull over.
You couldn't feel that energy, guys.
Who needs Thunderstruck? Just listen to that intro.
Oh, here we go.
We had a good banter going, and then
meant
we
Sass.
started.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
You got to bring it to a screeching halt.
Are you always
Before
in
we
charge
get
of
into
doing
it.
the intros?
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully not.
I
course.
hate doing the intros. He's great at it.
Yeah.
Intros aren't bad, but sometimes, I get a little nervous that I won't have enough energy.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know.
Now you can listen.
The bar is low.
It is shitty when someone has to, like, when they do too much, when someone does fake too much
If
energy.
you come in like DJ, like disc jockey.
What's up? Good morning. Like that.
Welcome
kinda
to the
sucks.
stage.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Do you guys do like a hot intro?
Well, we used to
don't
do
listen?
hello,
Yeah.
everybody, which is coming back
Oh, I like that.
very soon.
I fuck with
RA,
that.
obviously, but no, Whit just kind of kicks it off casually and then throws it right to a Pink Whitney ad.
Yeah, we go right into the Pink Whitney ad.
I love that.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're just crushing it, crush that, and then the show begins. But I will say it can be a little intimidating starting the thing off.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you get that intimidated about anything though.
No, I do for sure. I also definitely get intimidated when we have guests and I got to do it. If we're doing it solo, I don't care.
Okay.
But when you got when we got 3 studs in here and they're telling me I got to rip the intro.
He did
I'm
not
starting
want to
think.
have you guys on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
could
was
see
very-
that.
Well, I showed up and I'm like, hey, and he was like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, I
He's
think
like,
we're
you
coming on the show. He's like, oh, I didn't know that.
He said, you're not
Kinda like,
here.
I don't want to
Said,
do
I tried to
that.
put the kibosh on that.
I'm like, I talked to Francis, man. He's like, yeah, but I don't care about him either. So
It's worse. It's worse than that. He
no,
actively
no.
dislikes me.
No.
we talked about this morning coming on the show.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of mentioning that you're kind of blowing up. Like, I love seeing it. It's getting bigger and bigger. I feel like it is.
I didn't need the Pat Bev blog to know that you guys were blowing up, but that really reinforced it. We don't need to go down
Did you see that? Did you catch wind of that? That was
Yeah,
across
like
your
the
desk?
first class stuff, I was like really hoping like we didn't get mentioned because I want to stay on the first class list and like how that would all boil over. And then, and then that obviously got aggressive very fast with your blog, and rightfully so.
Hey, listen, I don't start fights. I just end them.
Yes,
you know?
you do.
Straight up.
Yeah,
yeah.
you wouldn't have ever written that out of the clouds.
No.
It was just attacked for
I
no
thought we
reason.
liked each other.
He's got one of those written about everybody in the
Oh,
I know.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think
And he
In the
changes it
holster,
week
yeah.
by week depending on what they've said.
Yeah.
well, we were talking about Kirk and how I was like, even if I know I'm right in an argument against Kirk, I'm going to say, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I want to avoid him at all costs.
He's scary.
And same goes with Francis.
No,
you don't
it's-
want to be on that guy.
I would
Steve
never-
Buscemi and
Even if you guys attacked
Madison.
me, I would take our relationship into consideration.
Yeah.
And my response would be more humorous. Like, I wrote about Will and Taylor a good amount, and it was always like I wrote a blog revealing that Taylor doesn't dress himself. He hires a stylist.
Okay.
Because he tells people that he dresses himself, and he dresses really well. And it was a huge lie.
Because he doesn't.
He doesn't dress
Well,
himself.
you did call Biz a retarded gorilla, I
Yep.
believe, but that was after
No, I think he
he
called me a friendly retard. So that was after.
Yeah,
that's worse.
I said
That's way worse.
I said I've never been beaten up by a kind retard.
Yeah.
So I just called
Just
you a
mean
gorilla
ones?
on my own.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
kind of viewed as a compliment.
Yeah.
Kind.
right.
He said you're kind.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I heard. That's all
Yeah.
I
Stop
heard.
reading it kind.
Yeah.
It was explosive, and it put me in a tough spot. to
I
be
know.
honest.
I thought of you
Oh,
right
yeah.
away.
I
It's
was in
like,
the middle of that.
Oh.
But I think that they should just be able to have it out. Like, have you guys been in situations where two of your teammates like weren't getting along, and how do you handle it? Like, you just let them.
Well, we fight in practice.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
there's,
shit.
there's,
Me and Yans almost fought our first or second practice.
Yeah, Biz's first practice. He came in hot, obviously, because he's a kind.
retard.
Yeah.
Well, tell them the scenario.
You, Todd, I don't really
well,
remember.
you were trying to like get a spot in the roster,
Yeah,
right?
so
Like,
I got picked up off waivers from Pittsburgh. So you're only guaranteed to be in the NHL for 1 month. So it was like my first couple practices. I think it was like first or second, like Yan said. And I was like battling in front, and like he kind of like gave me a slash after, like, buddy, stop being a hardo. And he's already on the team making it. And then what I say, I said, I'll dummy you. And he goes, I'll fucking slash you in the face, and then you're gonna get sent to the minors.
I was like, if you like being here, don't drop your gloves, because I'm either breaking my stick over your head or you're going to the minors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, he makes a hell of a point.
And then we were best friends since.
Yeah, there you go. Just
So
straighten up.
nothing happened. Like, logic just overrode the situation. You're like, oh yeah, wow, that is. a
Yeah,
his
salient-
brain
cooler
was like,
heads.
wait, do I dummy him or go to the minors? I gotta figure it out. Like the guy in the movie with the math everywhere. Alan.
When he said it with such conviction, I'm like, oh fuck, this guy controls my future. So I want NHL salary and paycheck. So I'm gonna be as kind as possible to this
Yeah.
guy.
Another good one was Boyd Gordon, who this guy was like a shot blocking machine. For your fans who don't know, guys who block shots, they're lunatics, because
Yeah.
there are goalies with a ton of pads on, but guys who go out and block them with not a lot of pads on are crazy to me. And I blocked a shot in Dallas, and I wasn't known for shot blocking. Took it in the knee and didn't finish the game. It hurt, and Boyd Gordon comes in after, and he's like, oh, here comes the warrior. He starts like clapping. I'm like, fuck you, Boyd, like piece of shit. So we're yelling at each other, butt naked in the shower, just like screaming at each other. Goes to the next game. He goes out to block a shot, and he doesn't block it, and the goal, it goes in. So I'm on the bench. I skate on the ice. I go, where were you on that one, you idiot?
And his career and livelihood depends on blocking
Yeah.
shots. So he takes
So
us
his
right to-
wires start crossing during the game, and I see him all flustered. He skates in after the thing. He's waiting for me. He's like, we're fucking going. I'm like, all right. I go, let's go fight in the parking lot. He's like, all right, let me go finish my workout, then I'll meet you out there. So I'm like, all right. I'm sitting in the trainer's room, and everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got to go fight Gordo. So I see him. I start like taping my wrist, and then Biz is like, come on, guys. Like, we can't be doing this. So like I go in there. I put like tin foil on my hands, like as a joke to like lighten the mood. I'm like, come on, Gordo. And like finally after 5 minutes, it cooled off, and we didn't fight.
Yeah.
You
That
were
was-
gonna fight barefoot or like
Yeah, street
flat-footed?
fight, yeah. He would have killed me on the ice, but the only chance I would have had is on the street.
So that's a whole different discipline, like fighting without skates on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that one was a special case scenario where if you're having a tough time in a losing season, like oftentimes when you like work out your differences, there's practice fights all the time.
And
Like,
did they leave the helmets on or no?
Yeah, they like
most of the time.
They always leave helmets on now, though. Pretty much,
Just in
kinda
case you
have to,
fall.
actually.
Yeah.
But the Blues, when they won in 2019, they were in last place. And then two guys got into a fight, Robert Bortuzzo and a kid from
Zach
Sanford.
Sanford.
and they fought in practice. And one guy kind of dummied the other guy. And I don't know, maybe it wasn't just that, but it kicked off their season. They went on this run, like some sort of just figuring it out in practice. So
I would say I've been in about 4 or 5 practice fights in your career, but then you like in the showers after you're doing helicopter cock and you're
Piss
laughing
bombs.
about piss bombs and you're like, right back to normal, right? Let's go grab lunch. That's just kind of how it is, right?
you're peeing on them. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. I feel like that's good therapy sometimes. You just like,
Yeah.
fight it out and then, all right, let's go grab a
That's
beer.
what a lot of couples do now.
Yeah.
Fist fight.
Yeah.
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 Me
Yeah,
and my
whereas
wife
like you guys, maybe Sass and Francis, you're going like War of Words as fighting.
Yeah.
Like, you're not squaring off.
No, I mean it all. I get mad at him because he won't pee on me, and
That's all you want.
Please, Sass.
get to a point where you're like, I honor your wishes.
Yeah.
Why won't you do this for me?
Someone's got to reciprocate.
Not that much to ask.
And I feel like that's your trepidation with the Pat. Like you just don't know where it's at.
You just got a helicopter call.
Yeah,
I don't know. if
Send
that
him a
would-
video.
You got a piss
Yeah.
bomb.
like I
be
don't
like,
know if
what is
Pat
that?
Bev is currently like has hired a team of detectives to comb through my trash and find whatever he can, or if he's just fundamentally above it, which I suspect he is.
And he hasn't responded.
No,
And
short
have
of
you guys had an episode since?
No,
No.
that's our first one.
I was hoping for the you challenge him to a
Should we
paddle
bring him in?
match.
Should we
That's
bring
what
him
I
in?
did.
Yeah, I want to see you guys play paddle.
And I did that because people were like, count on Francis to challenge Pat Bev to the whitest sport ever. Hey, listen, I'll play him in golf, swimming,
Country club,
polo,
baby.
Other white sports.
yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'll go
Everyone's
all
pretty
the way
much.
down the list. Squash, any racket
Dice.
sport. Really?
No.
No,
Nice.
No.
Not
Yeah,
that.
not going near.
Mopped and
Be a
dice.
clean sweep.
Yeah, Bissonnette.
He's not Ashy Larry, dude.
Dominoes.
It's not a sport, really. Those aren't sports; those are games.
Anything outside of basketball and
That's it.
yeah, that's it.
That's it. I would say the reason I said padel was, and I know it's paddle, but the reason I said that was because his Instagram most recent post is him playing that, and I don't see him playing any other sport, and so like obviously I can't play him in basketball, and I don't know. In any other sport, I would consider any other sport, but
But you
figured-
trying to make him play you in writing is kind of like him playing you in basketball.
that's true.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like
Very true.
you should maybe play him in basketball just to like,
Even it up.
and then get a third.
Let him
thing.
dummy you in something, and then
Yes,
it's like, all
yes,
right,
and
we're
then let's
even.
find a middle ground.
But I would say that to that point again, I never planned to write a word about him in a negative light. And
But when he said, "Oh, they're trash," like you were like, "No, they're kind of not trash."
Well, it's like they go viral
Yeah.
and like they've been here for a long time. I thought I
you defended me
stuck up for them.
really well, and he continued to say you're wrong, and deny it. Again, I don't care. I hate to say it. I don't want to like reveal the trick here. This doesn't matter.
We're on to
"Hey, we're all
Cincinnati.
gonna die." Jesus Christ.
If someone wants to take shots at me, great. Like you have allowed me the opportunity to flex a muscle that I don't get to use very often, and just remind people, like at any time, at any moment, I can fuck anybody up with a blog.
Yeah.
And
Or
I'd
pickleball.
so much rather just get fucking clocked in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
than
because
have to
that
read
ends.
Yeah.
3,000
And not
words
everyone's
about
seeing it.
myself.
Yeah.
Every sentence gets worse. Like it's one punch to the nose. I can handle
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bunch of like thick ass words.
Dude, the blog went viral. It was trending. It went into like NBA Twitter. Now, granted, I DM'd it to Trae Young.
Did he
But-
retweet it?
Stern.
I don't know.
He
I don't
brought
know.
it to the NBA office.
Yeah,
and
Adam
there you go,
Silver.
guys. Yeah, Adam Silver. I said Stern.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, that's just one commissioner ago.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
Bettman, is that still your guy?
Yeah, he's,
Biz
I think he's
Bettman this
30.
morning.
I wanted to ask you about that recent, it wasn't a battle rap, but it was the
The kind ones.
one that you did with who's the
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
feel like they didn't like hype up what you said enough. They
It
kind
was a weird situation because the first off it's 3 a.m. and so like we've been waiting for 8 hours. It's just like it's like a weird energy suck. But there were some women who went first, and the first woman who went, like she just forgot all of her shit. She'd been practicing, like I was with her as she practiced for hours, and she just like was like so committed to finding it, and it just kind of sucked the energy out of the room. Which I mean, nothing you could do about it. We just have to try and bring the energy back up with your performance. But it was a cool scenario. I don't know if you know who Kai Cenat is. Have you ever heard of him?
I've seen him on.
he's going 24/7, isn't he?
24/7 for a month.
I think he does like month and then a month off.
Yeah.
Wait,
do
so
like a month
every-
on, a
So
month
every-
off.
It's like he
unless
works on
he's
an oil
sleeping,
rig.
unless he's
Yeah, exactly.
It's like any
Barren
longer,
Sea.
your family's gonna fall apart.
Except he
Guy.
gets paid like $10 trillion a month.
Yeah, he's the
richest
human.
person on the planet.
Really?
because he's going so long, and they're just like they sponsor the what would you call that? A live stream? A
Yeah,
month-long
Yeah,
live
where are
stream?
they making the money off of ads?
Oh, 9 different ways.
Yeah, they have
There's
the
money
ads,
coming in from every angle.
big sponsorships. There's ads on it, and then it's subscribers. So he has 1 million people subscribing at different like pay rates at different tiers, and the next highest person is like 80,000. So he has more than like 10x of the next biggest dude on Twitch. Like he's like,
It's
I don't
like
even know,
do
dude,
you
he's like
get
Jeff
more?
Bezos.
Do you get more for paying more to
You
watch
get
Less
so it's
ads.
like I think he does it only on Twitch. So it's like they do
What's Twitch?
subs, which
Streaming
it's like
platform.
YouTube but just streaming.
It was originally meant more for video games, and it's
Okay.
since,
Yeah,
like,
now
kind
it's
of
like
spread into other things.
But like I think like one sub is like $8 a month, and he has 1 million.
Whoa.
And
then there's top tiers where somebody
then
might
there's
be doing like
tiers
a
where-
$40
Exactly.
one.
And then you can gift subs. Like Snoop Dogg gave him like 10,000 subs or whatever. So it's just like gave him 800,000.
And then on his streams, he's just doing all like battle rapping. There's just a bunch.
He
of
doesn't do. I don't think he does. Shit.
No, he just does shit to
He
one up like
dances.
See the
crazy
guy who's
shit,
with
right?
Kevin Hart? They just sit in front of a computer, though, right?
Yeah,
What does he
yeah.
do?
They just read the chat and like
They
dance.
goof off and
Okay.
dance and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
True.
So
I've
this
seen
is
stuff.
this is kind of a question for all of you, but going back to that rap sequence, the girl, she messed up. She's practicing.
Yeah.
There was a blog where you were practicing in the back room. How, when you go out there, are you able to memorize everything, and how much higher is your heart rate when you're about to start? Because for me, that's like I would just be like even going up there for stand-up comedy.
doing an ad read. You'd be
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. exactly.
Reading.
Yeah. So like
Reading alone
But
in
he's
your
kind.
room.
you can practice your
Can't read.
routines, but then the minute you get out there where it's either a live performance or you're being streamed to 1 million people, how are you keeping your heart rate and everything the same going into
Well,
that?
dude, early on, like I
Sass
would.
doesn't have to worry about that. He's just
Yeah,
what do
he
you
just
mean?
keeps his
Fucking
heart rate at
zero
Freak the
heart
fuck
rate.
out.
55.
Welcome to
Harry
Son of a
needs to
Boy
put himself
Dad.
in
This
perilous
is
situations
episode
so his heart doesn't
410.
stop. He's in like he's right on the edge of cardiac arrest
Yeah.
at all times. He's like, "Fuck, I need to watch something exciting." Shit, I'm low.
Yeah, you guys are saying like I freak the fuck out.
Right before you go on stage.
I
Anything
can't
I have to
imagine.
do.
But you internalize it though. You don't externalize it. So it's
Yeah.
not like you're like frantic or like being mean to people. You just are like,
yeah, because I'm going through. There's a war happening in my head
Yeah,
every day.
yeah, legit.
But even if like you were to forget something like that girl did, or you guys on stage, like you try to remember it, or you just like fuck it, I got to go to something else.
I've done that before. Like early on, I would like just freestyle something. There's been like 1 or 2 times where I tried to remember, and it always fucks you trying to remember. But early on, I was like, I wouldn't even look the other guy in the eye because like I was like scared that I was like gonna like if I looked at him and he like did something and like fucked me up that I was gonna forget. But like I built it to a point where I memorize it. Like I'm rote memorization. I have it 2 weeks before what I'm gonna do, and I go over it and over it and over it till I could say it while I'm doing something else, doing the dishes, thinking about something else. So I'm not even thinking about it. But I got to a point where I would just have to like be able to just stare like a mean motherfucker in the eye, like somebody who's like has.
Yeah, it's better if you're looking at him
Fuck
in the
this
eye.
spoon.
It looks way sicker. Like if I'm like looking at the ground, I look like I'm a
Yeah,
fucking
you look
raging
like you're introing
autist.
Son of a Boy Dad.
Yeah, another way to say it. But it's just going over it 1 million times and just the confidence of it. And I realize like no one is going to like punch me in the face. Like you don't get points for punching the nerdy white dude in the face. Like you don't look tough for punching me in the face. Like if you punch like a huge fucking scary ass dude in the face, maybe that's points. But
You just go to a paddle.
yeah, we just settle it.
You wanna play
Here's your
checkers,
pickleball
motherfucker?
paddle. Here we go.
Have you ever almost gotten punched?
No.
What about when you went? Have you guys seen this when he went out as Abraham Lincoln?
No.
I think he was battling this dude that called him racist, and then he came out as Abraham Lincoln, and the dude left. He left the battle.
No.
The dude, he dressed in his last battle, he dressed as a slave. He came out in like a championship match as a slave and was like shaking, like saying insane shit. And so I was like, dressed as Abraham Lincoln. I was like, my son, you're free. I came to set him free. And he
Django versus Drago.
Why
It's
did he
like,
try
what's
to play
going
that
on
angle?
here?
because he didn't have anything prepared for it.
Like
he
he's
didn't.
white. He, you know,
Yeah, he didn't.
something
I mean,
like-
how are you beating Lincoln? You know, as a black guy, it's like, what can you say to Lincoln? Like Lincoln is.
I thought
Lincoln
Lincoln was
guy.
I thought
Lincoln
he was a
your
pretty
guy.
liberal president, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He
exactly.
freed
He freed the
slaves.
slaves.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you insult the guy that freed all the slaves?
Yeah.
It was a biggest checkmate
That-
ever. But
that
then the
was-
guy checkmated me back. He jumped off the stage and left the venue. And so I like fucking memorized it. It was in Philly. I had 400 people there to see me. So I like did all my rounds like shouting to the back of the room like he was there. He's fucking long gone. But I mean, just a way to put on a show.
man.
for people.
That's a
Big win.
W. That's a W.
I guess.
What about you doing stand up? Like he said, he's got a
Can you
war
go to,
inside
like-
of his head. Are you pretty confident? Know the material going in?
Yeah. I mean, right now, my hours like just I know it front to back, and so if somehow I did skip a joke, I would know that I hadn't said it, and I could easily circle back and fit it in somewhere later.
When do you guys know to change your setup? Like you're running right now the same set. You're saying?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's like a living document in a way where I'm always sort of twisting things around and trying to tighten things. And I think that once you start getting sick of telling a joke, the audience knows, and then you kind of kick that one out and then you add some new thing.
Right.
But
Biz,
It's
you said
also
you-
a lot less like fluid. Like I would say like you can fuck up and stand. Like there's no.
Or you can look at
'cause-
a note maybe.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, well, that part didn't rhyme.
Yeah,
He's joking.
Yeah, like that.
Holy fuck, Lincoln's
Yeah.
done.
You could do the jokes in any
Abe
order,
lost
like,
it.
doesn't-
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then you could go to like crowd work too if you really fucked up, right? Like just lost everything.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, I think people do that also if it's just generally not going that well.
Mhm.
Like for whatever reason, if the crowd's just not into it, you start addressing them and making fun of them, and that can kind of bring it back to life a little bit.
That's a whole different world, man.
What
So
you guys
insane.
do, that's crazy.
I got nervous
Crazy.
like playing hockey in front of people, let alone just like trying to tell
Yeah, but
jokes.
do you
That's why they
understand
didn't let him
how
play.
nervous he and I would be fucking getting on the ice against one of you guys? It's the exact same thing. Like,
Yeah, right.
In fact, it's
I get nervous still. For every I don't think stand up. I think most comedians
probably should
still
be,
get
like-
nervous.
Like a
Even
Jerry
Chappelle.
Seinfeld, he's got those butterflies going in every show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people are like shitting their pants.
I'm just saying, for them to be like, there's nothing scarier than going on stage and telling jokes. I'm like, there's nothing scarier than knowing you have to
Yeah.
fight Biz tomorrow morning on
Oh, I was
skates.
shitting too.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
I was
That's a
shitting too.
nightmare.
Yeah,
I was
that's
shitting
way
too.
worse.
You should have
That's way
seen how scared
scarier.
the puck was when he was getting it.
Yeah.
It was like, no.
Beat that thing into a square.
But also, it's like your sports. There's so much more on the line.
But you also have teammates
like if
with
you
you.
fuck up.
Yeah,
If
people
I
want to.
fuck up, there's 30 people who are like, dude, that sucked.
Yeah, but they still get a picture after the game instead of sending like a death threat via
Yeah,
Twitter.
exactly.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
are like, you fuck up and it's on the news.
Yeah, but you
the
eat
next
it.
day.
You eat it alone.
You've heard a town.
News.
You've really like destroyed the mood of a city.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
people are throwing jerseys on the ice that are like
Like the Giants
$180.
kicker right now, like that
Yeah.
guy,
They would-
he'd rather bomb on
God.
stage,
Oh,
I think.
I don't know if this is true, but when I was
100%.
playing in Pittsburgh, people said when the Steelers would lose, the amount of domestic violence calls they would get would skyrocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. That's the rumor.
The craziest
For the Steelers,
statistic.
absolutely.
that
They got a strong fan base.
Yeah, the craziest
Strong
stat I ever
backhand, too.
saw was when LeBron would play in Cleveland, like when he was on the Cavs versus when he wasn't. I think it was something like the GDP of the city
Yeah.
was like 30% lower. I don't know exactly the number, but when he was there versus when he wasn't, like the amount of
revenue.
commerce.
That's yeah.
Same with
Yeah.
Dion
In the
in
city.
Colorado. It like was like $60 million to like
Insane.
Boulder's
Yeah.
GDP.
Yeah,
or
like if
whatever it was.
McDavid leaves Edmonton right now, like that city.
City's
No,
fucked.
he signed,
won't be a
guys.
city
He
anymore.
signed,
Right.
guys. He signed.
What do you
He
guys?
signed?
It'll be a
Staying?
suburb of Calgary.
2 more years.
2 more?
Took
How
a
much?
huge
Yeah.
pay cut.
12 and a half. He could have
Pay
got
cut?
20. Yeah, so
That's crazy.
these guys
That's
don't really have
crazy.
much ammo on me anymore, but that's okay.
But what are you afraid of? Like a fan saying, like when you said you're afraid of playing in front of people. Like what are you afraid of them like doing or saying?
I think it's more like fucking up and costing your team a goal, and there's 18,000 people there who are just like, oh, this fucking loser. Now,
It's more me and Edmonton being -4.
he dealt with it.
Being
the
a
worst
very
of
tall
anyone.
defenseman who didn't hit anyone, right? Like, so big defensemen hit people, fight. No, you don't do that. Okay, score goals. You don't do that. Okay, make good breakout passes. Okay, he keeps turning the puck over. Now I'm eating a steak, after the game at Cactus Club, and there's a guy that comes over. You fucking suck, Whitney. You suck. And I'm just like, can I eat my steak? He's like, you're a waste of money. This team stinks. You're the worst player on the team. Like, please leave me alone. Like, that sucks. That really
I never
sucks.
dealt with that.
Like, I was like crying.
That sucks.
My dad came to visit me. He's like, you don't seem like yourself. And I just like started crying. I'm like, I'm so bad now, and these people hate
Can't
me.
even eat a
And he's like,
steak
oh, man,
anymore.
that stinks. Can't imagine how that feels.
I got my waitress spitting in my food.
when
I'm
I was
gonna
in
do
Philly-
stand up now. I'm doing stand up.
When I was in Philly, and you know how the sports fans
They're
are
nasty.
there, guys would read me their DMs on Twitter, and it was fucking ruthless. That would be a good show to have guys come on and read like,
Yeah.
I hope your family dies in a fire, like the worst stuff you could ever say to
A
someone.
Francis blog.
Yeah, besides that, yeah. So the people are. That's why I never had Twitter, never had anything when I'm playing. It's like if
They
you don't
can't
see it,
access
you don't
you.
read. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
man. Yeah, like the Giants kicker. Yeah.
The problem is that guys get, like, you get used to playing well, and the highs of like the DMs being you're unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like that's just a slippery slope, because at some point
You
it's gonna-
internalize.
it's
You're
gonna
like,
be the-
I am unbelievable.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck, I am.
Exactly.
The fucking
And then
man.
it turns into every guy in their career at some point, it's gonna, Crosby obviously wouldn't be that case, but most guys, like, it's gonna turn nasty. So you never
Yeah.
want to read the good stuff either, because
Yeah.
then you're reading it all, no matter
Yeah.
what they say.
Like Donor would always say, you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are.
Well,
So it's
unless
like,
you're on the Oilers in 2010,
yeah.
you were bad.
the Oil Kings.
How
Did
did, the
you,
guy, how did that conversation end with the guy? Like, he just
He
eventually
just like walked away, and it happened all the time.
It's like, hey, can you sign
And I
this for
love
my,
the city. Like, I'm an Oilers fan, but at that time I was like, I hate this place. There's West Edmonton Mall there. There's 5 Aldos. That's how big the mall is. 5 Aldos in one
How
mall.
is there that many Aldos? It's
Dude,
not that.
I
there's
still
not 5
don't.
Aldos
There's a water
in
park.
New York.
There's everything, but there's 5 Aldos. So I would just kind of hold on to that. Like, you live in a city with 5 Aldos in one mall. Like, you don't matter to me. You don't matter to
We're in
me.
simulation.
Like, I was like in my head, like, yeah, this place sucks.
You know how
You
many
gotta plug your
shoes you
car
can
in at
buy?
night. Fuck you. You're the real loser here. But I was the loser.
Someday I'm gonna live somewhere with only one Aldo.
Then I can complain.
Season ends. I got my summer house. There are no Aldos.
I'm going to Aeropostale. Fuck Abercrombie. There's 4 of those here too.
Oh my god, Edmonton is a interesting city too. I feel like that's got to be like all a lot of people have as far as like entertainment, sports wise.
They have
like,
the Eskimos, I believe.
CFL team.
CFL. I mean,
Oh, actually, they're called the Edmonton Elks now because like there was this thing in Canada where kind of like in the States.
It's
where
like
you
an
can't-
Indians.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Indian
yes,
thing. In
Elks,
Canada,
Elks.
they obviously they've given them a lot of land back and
They told us
Play
not
ball.
to call them Eskimos either.
yeah.
Not just in Canada.
It became Inuits
Yeah.
here. as
Inuits,
well.
yeah.
I think we had a few up in Alaska.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they were
real
up there
ones.
for a
I
little
feel like
bit.
they're
Yeah.
starting to address all that stuff. What was
Inuits?
the big one? Redskins, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
that's
Well, Eskimo, I was
No.
told, meant raw meat eater, and they didn't
which
like
isn't
that.
an insult. I
Well,
don't think.
I mean,
Seems
sounds
manly.
like-
That's like the
sounds like-
carnivore diet.
Sounds like Joe Rogan.
That's what the
fan.
guy called.
Yeah.
That's what the guy called you eating your steak.
the Joe Rogan Booster
Fuck
Club.
Eskimo.
Exactly.
Like, what do you mean, dude? I'm not an Eskimo.
Did you ever sleep with the girl at the karaoke bar?
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
I've wondered about that clip too.
she is. So, I would
I
marry
always
her.
like, yeah, that was.
I
What
would-
is that clip?
If you were there that night, you would not have married her.
Oh, was she
she
a
was
little loony?
fucking on like pills or some shit.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we
she
can-
was
we
out
can
of her
manage
mind.
that.
And I never talked to her.
Wait a minute.
I never even spoke to her.
Can I say something? I've seen that clip. I'm not lying. I thought that was AI.
Yeah, no.
No,
it
that
was-
that clip's old enough where I
gotta
was like,
see
that's
it.
not it.
Was she as beautiful in person as she was on that video?
She was.
She was so insane. Like we
yeah.
walked in and she was like, she had her hands around a guy who looked like a Mexican gang member, like
Yeah.
fucking hugging on him like this,
Oh,
like
no.
a overweight. And then she like matriculated over to like some frat boys, and then she
Yeah.
like wafted over to Harry. So she was for the streets.
It was kind of like she was just causing problems like it was.
Okay,
She was
wanted a-
irrelevant. Like she was
wanted a gang
irrelevant by
fight
that
in there.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Like at that point in the evening, it was like that's why everyone was like, oh, because I said I never saw her when I was singing, and I didn't. But it was like at that point in the evening, it was like she had been around for so long that it was like, oh yeah, that crazy lady.
Crazy.
How did
Yeah,
you-
it was not.
How did you
My
not
future
see
ex-wife.
her?
Because I was looking at the screen.
He was locked into the
Oh.
song.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's only one person in front of you,
I know, and
dancing like
everyone-
she's summoning fairies in the woods or something.
Yeah, it was
But
bizarre.
no, like you were like a god to her is what it looked
Yeah.
like. That's
I
why
mean,
it
I
feels
was
like-
also fucking hammered. Like everyone was like, I got off, and everyone was like, that
Well,
was
no one's
crazy.
ever done
And I was
karaoke
like,
sober.
Never.
true.
You're a psycho if you do.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I
Or
think-
Asian.
I think about her often. I think
Where
about-
was this?
This was in Minnesota.
Was it Minnesota?
LA or Minnesota?
Were
It was in
either of you there?
Minnesota. Owen was there.
It
It
was
was in
actually
Minnesota.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Was she getting
At the
you, hey, was
elbow.
she getting you going a little bit though? Like I know.
She
eh?
was hot. I
Yeah.
mean, she was
Oh.
hot. Like
No, because we were dealing with there was that other dude that was causing a bunch of issues.
yeah, there
It
was,
was
a
a
fight.
crazy
Like
bar.
Mike, like kind of like he didn't like fight the guy, but like a guy kept like one of the drunk guys. I think one of the guys she was talking to like kept coming up to us, and our
It was
buddy Mike.
Clemmer.
Yeah.
You're like, dude,
Guys, like
Survivor ended.
I would have made the top 6. But Mike like kind of like threw it. He like pushed him, and the guy was buckled, so he
was
fell to the
shit
ground.
faced, and it was his birthday too. He
forgot it
kept
was his
on being like,
birthday.
"It's my birthday."
what do you guys think of like this podcast rising? Like, you think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just Sass buying in more to get it to that next level?
That's what we need. I
this
mean,
is
imagine
True,
how
true.
good we could
like
do
if this is like a little like all
this is
6 of
him
us
buying
therapy
in.
session, like if Sass
It is.
buys in more,
We're
that
not.
gets-
We're good. Like
Okay.
we're happy.
Why don't you,
doesn't-
why
But
don't
when
you
they
buy
say you
into
don't
his
buy
friendship?
in,
We're on to Cincinnati. We're not thinking about
Okay.
last week. We're not thinking about last week. We moved on.
Okay, fair.
But why don't you buy into his friendship? Like the hands
know.
out there, like fucking.
Is that just him, or like are you not really looking to become good friends with anyone here?
I'm good friends with everyone here.
I think people would say no to that. There's people over here that are like, what?
I think
Look,
you got to tell
I-
people more. It seems like you're not a guy that.
right.
Tells
So like
people.
the love language, like
Yeah.
words of affirmation.
In
Be
the
like,
way that
Tell
I
we're
see
Ron,
it
tell
friends.
Ron you love him. Tell Francis you would.
But he
do it,
doesn't.
you know?
But he
We
doesn't.
don't
No, he
even need
definitely
that.
Are you like
doesn't.
Blutman? You don't hug
We
men?
don't even need that. It's
Nah.
like if someone texts you at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday, like, "Hey man, what are you up to tonight?" and you don't respond until the next Saturday or ever.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's like, how are you supposed to think he likes you?
Well, yeah, or he's alive, or like I don't know. I don't
I'm a
even
busy-
want
I'm a
to
busy
get
guy.
into it.
He's a busy
I got
guy.
a lot of shit going on. I got a lot of moving parts, and it's hard for me to keep up. I try my best.
And a lot of that is
And we're
like
on
your
to
game.
Cincinnati.
When you're gaming, you're not answering your phone. Like if you're
I don't play nearly as much video
You
games. as
brought
people
your
play.
I
games
thought
on the
you-
road when we were on the road.
Yeah, every road trip.
Obvious.
That's
That's the best
crazy,
time
man.
to play video games.
Oh,
You're
when
not
you're
doing
at an
shit.
event, yeah,
You're not
definitely.
doing shit.
When
I
you're
also
supposed to
never
be
play.
frolicking around with
yeah,
your
when you
friends.
fraternize with your buddies.
Yeah.
Also, when we were on that trip, I had to go somewhere directly from there.
Where he was also going to have to play video.
Yeah,
Where I was gonna
PlayStation
hopefully play
headquarters,
video
where were
games
you
as
going?
well. Yeah.
it was a video game tournament. It's like, dude,
Him
we
and
know
Kai
you're
Sinet.
playing.
We're getting there. We signed our team this weekend
For Telluride.
for Telluride Bush. Yeah.
The team set, and you need to raise funds now. Like that's why Jerry had asked Dave for 10 million.
That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
That's we're thinking down the line.
Okay.
But we do need 10 mil. If you know anyone that has 10 million.
We'll put a deck together.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you
Yeah.
answer a text from Francis.
Yeah, he's got some hedge funds, buddy, that
guy's
are willing to dip their toe in.
I'm not giving
gonna
him
We're
a fucking
saving
calf
that.
skin shirt
We're
on. You
saving
think he
that
doesn't have
when
10
we need
mil?
10 bill.
Weirdly, I think it's a strategic move by Sass, and it's like the rabbit at a dog race, and that keeps Francis running fast.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
soon
Like,
he's
if
gonna
just,
die.
Like, if he had,
His heart's going to explode.
You can't run forever.
No,
and then the rabbit's laughing. It's like, oh, that didn't work how we thought it was going to work.
I've given up on Harry.
you said that
Yeah.
before, though.
No,
you said
it's
that
over.
before.
It's
You
over.
can't quit
You
him.
said that.
You can't quit him.
I
Exactly.
don't. Unfortunately, like once you move out of the funny chase part, what's left is just all matches energy, and then it's like this weird.
He's got a restraining
melancholy,
order on you.
Yeah, just us ignoring each other.
But is it on purpose where you're just kind of being like a little troll where Where when he's talking, you just get on your phone. Like
No,
that
it's-
seems it has
it's
to
all
be on
genuine.
purpose. You're just like, all right,
It's
dude,
genuine
Francis is
hate.
talking. Like,
No.
fantasy, parlay.
I do that though. I'm a little. It's more. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah, it's
I'm
rude
addicted
as
to my
shit,
phone.
too.
I know, but I'm addicted to my phone.
Yeah,
though.
but you also, if I say I love you, you'll tell me back.
Oh,
He'll say it
100%,
first, yeah,
100%. I'll
for
suck your
sure.
Say
cock.
it first.
Yeah.
Suck your
Yeah,
cock
I
up
mean,
the
but that's
ass.
like you guys got like, you know, you're doing helicopter cock in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
guys
that's
are-
what we should go do.
You
after
guys
this.
got a
Let's
little
go jump in
different-
the shower.
That honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like would solve everything.
Yeah,
if
for
everyone
sure.
If you
pissed on
guys
each
did a
other.
piss bomb together, this thing's Joe Rogan level.
Oh yeah,
I'm not built for the piss bomb. I'm snipped.
you're snipped.
Yeah.
Same here. I
Yeah.
can't do the piss
Yeah.
bombs.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And I'm happy about that. I'm not
Yeah.
looking to do piss bombs.
What's the percentage of guys in the locker room that are snipped? I feel like it's
A lot
is
of
it-
Europeans, French, actually you're
No,
French.
most guys are snipped.
But some Europeans,
But the Europeans
and
are-
the French.
Europeans
I'd say
guys.
80%, maybe 75% of guys are snipped.
Yeah.
I think
So if
that's
you
fair.
want to do a piss bomb, but you're snipped, do you get to borrow someone else's extra
you only
gear?
get to watch.
No.
Someone's externals?
No.
No, you can't take it off. No, it's not a
Biz,
Chinese
give me your
finger
foreskin
trap.
for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, you guys do a little docking.
Here, you try it. Docking is
I'm
one of
sorry.
the filthiest things of all
Yeah,
time.
you misunderstand. This is part of my penis. I
cannot
can't
have
give it
You
to
can't
you.
screw this off like a nut.
Yeah.
That's nasty. My parents tried to not circumcise me, but at 6 weeks I got like sepsis and I almost died from not having been circumcised. So they had to like emergency, like I was in like the NICU for 10 days because my parents couldn't handle my
Just wanted to
penis
save
tip
20
right.
bucks.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
two of our sons were born at home. So then the guy comes about 10 days later and does it right on the kitchen table. Kitchen table.
Kitchen?
You lay down
Cutting
the
board?
towels, you lay down
Biz
and
is on his
everything.
table.
And then it's like, you feel really bad doing it to him.
Oh,
You know,
no,
like you
yeah.
feel horrific doing it to him. But I'm like, this kid will be so happy that he doesn't look like Biz's hog in 15
But he
years.
can't piss bomb.
And now he can't piss bomb either. I don't want to piss bomb in
Well, you
took
should
that
have
away
kept
from
it,
him.
and then he could put it on.
Biz would try to sell it if I kept the force. He's like, this could be
It's like
ad
widget
revenue for
spinners. They got the different like
So one of our best friends, he has an older brother and a younger brother. The older brother and the younger brother are snipped, and he's not. So he's the middle boy, and his dad was like, no. How mad would you be at your
Oh,
dad
yeah.
for?
He never got over it.
No,
It's they say that it feels 15% better because of the skin rolling over the head, and it keeps
I've heard this.
no and
What
and-
feels better?
yeah, but who's making? It's like
No,
when
it
they say
feel-
like a fish doesn't feel a hook. Like who?
Yeah, who's reporting?
What fish told me? Like
Oh,
who's
there
doing
are-
What
these?
what
There are-
adult had foreskin and then removed it?
Oh,
My
to
buddy
compare
John
the
Barry
two?
did.
do
I've
it.
heard.
Can you do an
Yeah,
adult
my buddy did it
foreskin
in high
removal?
school because we made fun of him so much.
It's-
Then you
it's-
can't get hard for like 2
You have to take
months.
pills not to get hard.
Yeah.
But it's very risky older in age, obviously, with like the bacteria and stuff. I wouldn't recommend it. There are people who convert to be like Jews. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the wrong thing, and next thing you know, I'm
And what, they
involved in
get their
whatever the hell's
foreskin
going
back?
on over there.
No, there are people that try to get it back. They'll try to regrow it.
Oh
You
god.
could kind of like put maybe like weights or
Wa-
something like
It's like
that. around it.
Rogaine for
Water
your
it.
Yes,
foreskin.
exactly.
Yeah.
I take.
exactly.
By the way, I
Just
currently
watering it
take pills
over and
not to
over.
get hard. It's called Wellbutrin.
I
called
thought
being
Wellbutrin
friends
was
with
the one
Sass.
It's called my antidepressant.
But they do say it's 15% better as far as feeling, and with the foreskin over it for as long as it's been over it, you're not as desensitized. Because when you're open, your non-covered wagons hitting your boxers and touching that, over time it's going to become desensitized.
Yeah, it's
100%.
calcified.
Yeah,
Calcified,
exactly. It's like
yeah.
it's
A
like
windshield.
Yeah,
effectively.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bug me as much, although when it's soft, it looks like the new
Snuffleupagus.
Utah Mammoth
anteater.
mascot.
Maybe that's why you love fucking. Like maybe that's it. Like it's just so much better for
Feels
you.
better.
Maybe like it might be just be way better for you.
That's true. I think I love fucking more than these two.
I mean, we're both married and we love, having sexual intercourse with our
Good
wives.
sir.
You
Good sir.
love fucking.
Good sir.
No, it's
Yeah.
very, it's become probably a little bit of an issue in his life.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Well, this
he
is
can't,
therapy,
he
right?
can't have sexual intercourse. No.
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 Look away! Look
He's not
away!
making love.
No.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
like to look in their eyes and
Turn
French
off the
kiss.
music.
No,
to look in their eyes and
No, I like to
He's
kiss.
playing
I like
Slipknot.
Blow that fucking candle out.
He's like, hold on, let me
and pour the wax
I'm
on my
putting
dick.
a
He's got
tool
the
on
mask
first.
on too.
Did you shower before this? Fucking
Yeah.
disgusting.
Go
His
for a run.
playlist starts with Sass's
Put this
intro to
garbage bag
episode.
on and go run on the,
Let me set the
hotel
mood.
gym.
Yeah.
I was always gonna get my son's circumcised, but at the hospital, like it's the day they're born, and so I like felt really bad, like you're saying, and I was like, I have to watch this because it's like having meat, being a meat eater, and not like being willing to see like the deer die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to subject yourself to what he's going through, or you feel like bad.
Or
almost.
I'm not just gonna give him to someone, like take him in another room and so I watched and I like went and like looked through 2 panes of glass as they did it, and I just felt like a dude who's like at the mechanic pretending to know about cars and just being like, oh, yep, looks good.
Yep, it's the router.
yeah, that's probably what you should be doing there.
Was he
A
crying
little more
pretty
on the
hard?
right.
Yeah, they were going to balance it out. We need to rotate
Leave
it.
one side. Leave one side, actually. That'll look cool.
Yeah.
Give it a mohawk.
Faux hawk.
A little extra in the back.
Actually, for the other one, I preferred it. Half the penis was head. So can we bring it down another inch or so?
Yeah, low rider. For
Smoking
sure.
a cigarette.
Oh man.
It was a bizarre move.
I wouldn't
probably
feel.
could've just
I don't
left
think
it.
I would feel like I would need. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm not a father, so I can't say.
But
I
what would you
wouldn't
think?
I feel like I'd be like, I don't know. I went through it myself. They'll be fine.
Well, that was my thing, and I'm like, they don't remember this anyway.
Yeah,
Just, like,
yeah.
stop. You're being
No.
sensitive right now.
Yeah,
Did you
I just
guys-
wouldn't want to see. I feel like it would be too brutal.
Did you guys watch the head come out of the vagina? Like you watched directly at that?
It was a
Did
C-section.
we all?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had them come over. I was like, buddies, let's get some
That was
popcorn.
the only time
All
you
right,
get him to hang out.
Grab some body armors and come on over.
Before you say no,
France
Sass.
wasn't coming.
Yeah.
You're like, it's just you, Sass.
What are you
don't
doing
worry.
here?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fuck it. It's worth it.
The birth's ruined.
I
They're
got
yelling
you
at each
front
other.
row, Sass in the back.
Francis
You
is
guys
there.
don't even see each other.
Fuck, man. Francis came. I'm out.
Did you guys get to watch that when your wives were giving
Yeah.
birth?
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
supposed to watch it directly come out and you didn't
There's
faint?
no supposed
I
to.
was like
It's what you wanna
behind
do.
the fucking doctor.
Some dads will stand up, like, the way she's looking, so you're not like looking up at her, say.
Yeah.
Right? So you're kind of seeing what she's seeing. I get right down in there.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, you had twins, right?
I admired
Yeah.
that.
Yes, so C-section.
C-section.
I don't know that I would want to do that.
Me neither.
Yeah, I didn't think I would, but then I was like, I have to.
Why?
And like the I don't know. I just like
It's the
wanted to
most
see-
The
beautiful
moment?
thing. Like as
It is
crazy
beautiful.
as it sounds, like
It's the most insane. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
it's insane. Like something's coming out of somebody, and then like you fall in love with it right away. It's the crazy, unless you've been through it, right? Like obviously, but it's insane to see.
And it's made out of you.
Right.
have you
hopefully.
have you guys been told to say this? Is this like one of those
Yeah.
things that all like dads?
Hey, babe, I got it in.
I promised you I'd say that.
Yeah.
Just listen tomorrow, noon Eastern. Son of a boy, dad.
Just try to get through the intro.
I remember in like 7th grade bio, they showed that Miracle of Life video, and they actually showed a baby crowning. And I remember I was like, I am gay forever and
I'm
ever.
not.
I'll never
I'm
go
not.
down on one of those things again. Not that I had in 7th grade,
But if they can open that wide, it's,
Or
gonna,
have you since?
but never will I.
it's like you could fall in. If it's like the Grand Canyon if they can open that
Yes,
wide.
exactly.
I know. I hate the word
Exactly.
crowning. Ditch that completely.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like turf
yeah.
toe.
The crowning when the head's there, and there's a couple pushes where the head's just there, and you're just like, wait, when's he coming out? It's wild.
And
Yeah.
they used to, and they like,
You grab a picture.
Dude,
of just with
our
the head out.
third, Cal, the Bruins played the Maple Leafs in 2024 playoffs. They went to Game 7, and this was a home birth, so she started going into labor right as the game began.
Yeah.
So she was upstairs with the midwives, and I was downstairs. It was unbelievable, and
Face
I'd go
paint
up,
on.
I'd go up at commercials, and like, she's like, "I'm good, I'm
Foam
good.
finger.
The contractions aren't too far apart." And then I'd go back down, and then Pasternak scored. And the old thing for me was, I'm not even a Bruins fan, but
That
I
was
wanted
the
him,
O- that
I
was the
wanted him
OT
to
winner?
lose. I was like, I need Toronto to lose. Like Biz, I don't want Biz to win. And Pasternak scored on this beautiful OT winner.
Yeah.
Bruins win in the first round. I walk upstairs. 8 minutes later, he's born. A wild Friday night. It was a Friday
parlay.
night. Friday
He's gonna
night,
parlay.
May
Yeah.
5th, 2024.
We had a Pasternak OT winner and a crowning.
it's every
Booster.
dream.
The,
Plus
the
500.
DraftKings boost bet.
Crown
Yeah.
the champion.
Yeah, the crown is yours, Wyatt. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
It was Cal.
Yeah, it was,
Always
a, it
counts,
was a
yeah.
2-leg. Unfortunately, they didn't come out first.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Nice.
Oh,
The crown is
That
yours,
was
Biz.
good.
That was
Yeah.
fucking beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, so
hey, we got
Crown is
DraftKings in there. You got more sponsor money.
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm
There
sure
you
they're
go.
gonna want to be part of that.
For
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
birth props.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. So she was fine with you just being that she didn't want you like
No, because of that,
cheerleading?
it wasn't like real time yet. Like
He was
to push.
cheerleading.
And I was. I was like,
Downstairs.
keep going, good job.
Pass the nut.
Oh, what a pass.
He's got a megaphone watching the Bruins in OT.
Yeah.
Guys, let's take a second and talk about game time. College football season is in full swing, which means tailgates, cheering crowds, and the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff. All that's happening too. You ever find yourself at a tailgate and decide to grab tickets last minute? That's where Game Time comes in. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's a hack for unlocking great tickets. Everybody knows this. I don't even have to read the script. I know what I feel about Game Time.
I'm looking at Rangers tickets right now for 90 bones tonight.
Are you serious?
That's a steal for the Rangers.
Bro, you have these
How much
guys
did you
in.
pay last week?
I was given them.
Still a steal.
Still a steal.
I mean, I know. I talk to people about going to Rangers games. They're spending 4 figures. You're talking about 2 figures.
Browns at Jets Sunday.
A whole different
2
type,
weeks.
a whole different number of figures. You could take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets or hockey tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code BOYDAD for $20 off your purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code BOYDAD for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Alrighty, let's talk about DraftKings. Every week in the NBA, stars rise, legends are made, and one player rules them all. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is bringing back King of the Court, and now it's every... I'll restart this one. Every week in the NBA, stars rise and legends are made, and one player rules them all. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. They're bringing back King of the Court, and now it's every Tuesday of the season. Here's how it works. DraftKings is putting up $1 million in bonus bets each week. Opt in and apply your token and place a $5 pregame bet on the NBA star you think will dominate each Tuesday. If your pick finishes the night leading the league in points, rebounds, and assists, they're crowned King of the Court, and you win your share of $1 million in bonus bets. And this season, there's a new way to track the action. The King of the Court leaderboard inside the app. Before tip-off, see the top 10 stars in PRA. While games are live, watch your pick climb the ranks.
Points, rebounds, and assists. PRA.
PRA?
Points, rebounds, and assists.
Oh, yeah, of course. And and then you're crowned a winner. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BOYDAD. That's code BOYDAD to win a share of $1 million in bonus bets if your player is King of the Court. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Wait, that was your third kid?
Yes.
How much from the first to the second to the third does the whole process sort of become a little bit more like we're not that worried about it anymore, or
Oh, the pregnancy?
yeah, or even the delivery, or like whatever, all that.
I think second one, you're just like you don't miss any meetings leading into your first Roan, right? Like you were at all the appointments.
Everything, every appointment.
And then all of a sudden, like as the second and third come, you're like, all right, we have that appointment I don't need to be at, things like that. Yeah,
She's
not
got
too
it on
bad.
her
Are you
own.
guys doing those breathing classes with them?
We didn't do that, no.
What's that?
Like
Lamaze or
Lamaze.
something.
Lamaze.
It's like yoga for pregnant ladies.
Oh, yeah.
They
There's a
actually
version
have,
for comedians too. So
Really?
Yeah.
it's sick.
They have 4 Lamaze classes in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to be wearing Aldo shoes.
They're
to
on
get
the
into
concourse
class.
at the arena. Oh man.
They say that if the baby gets stuck these days, they basically suction cup the top.
Yep.
They just
Like
put
a plunger,
on
yeah.
the head.
They-
Plunger head,
plunger
yep.
on the head.
They just showed the
Well, they
mom
used to use,
games
like,
of the
claws.
Oilers in 2010. She's like, all right, we're
Get
done.
it out.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, I would be like, bring the plunger in immediate. Like, let's start with the plunger.
You'd be doing the plunging.
Yeah, as
even.
the crowning is happening, just
Let's get this thing over
Yeah.
with. We're on a time restraint.
But they said it used to be like forceps. Like the
Yeah.
plunger is like the futuristic way, and they used to just like clamp the sides of the head and just like drag
Just the
it
jaws
out.
of life.
Yeah.
Kids would lose ears and stuff, but they got out.
Yeah.
But like you had C-section, like you look like you're in legit
It was a
surgery.
crime
It's like
scene.
scary. You're like,
no,
this-
there's a tarp up,
tarps.
and like at one point, like it was like a Saw movie because like a blood splattered
Yeah.
across the tarp.
You're like,
It was
whoa,
fucking nice.
yeah.
It was like
You're like battle rapping the doctor. You're like, stop, please.
I bet you won't cut his foreskin.
Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely be top down thinking about it. Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
be up at the
Her
head.
view-
Stay by the
I would
head.
be up at the
Stay
head.
by the
knew-
wife's head.
Yeah.
We knew you were a top down guy.
Yeah.
you'd be in the waiting room, fucking crushing
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I always see videos of like that. I feel like that's like a recipe for the worst argument you've ever been in. Playing Call of Duty while your child is being born.
She's like, yeah, it's not a good move.
You're doing great. Thanks, sweetie. No, I was talking to
I was talking to little Ronnie. I'm
Dead
playing
One
with.
664.
We're both in the trenches.
He's on a kill streak. Sorry, what are you talking about?
It's crazy that there are a lot of videos of it, but not only that dudes are doing it, but filming it. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine how many aren't even filming it.
Yeah, is that like
Yeah.
is that like when your wife's in the hospital for a long time? You bring the console in, like
Well,
what is
you're
No,
that?
there,
you
like,
don't bring
after.
the console in.
You're there
anytime.
after.
You'd never, I never would say bring the console in.
Can we unplug this monitor? I know you want to see the baby.
It's like the
but-
heart rate. It's like, no, but my guy's almost dying in Call of Duty. I need his heart rate up there.
He's
Yeah,
giving her life
swapping out-
packs.
Then also because it's always on just the TV. They got one TV. Swapping out the TV for Call of Duty. I mean, you got to know in the back of your head.
How long
this
was
is a
your
bad idea?
It's not.
Rowan, how long did you take for, what do they call it, after you have a kid?
paternity leave.
Yeah. Did you
They
take
said
one?
we could take. I think that you could take like 4 months here.
You can?
Yeah, at Barstool, you can take 4 months. I took
Rowan's
like,
got 93 kids. Never at
I'm
work.
gonna be off for the rest of my life. I took 2 weeks.
Yeah, all right.
Wait,
I
the
feel-
guy gets it?
Guys get,
But I think guys catch
Wow.
heat. I think guys catch a lot of heat at certain
That
companies.
has to do with the
like-
company you're in and also like your state, right? There's certain rules state to state.
Maybe.
Canada, it's I think 6 months.
My wife got like 5 months and change, like almost 6 months, which
That
is
makes
nice.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense for she's at home taking care of them. But imagine Dave. Imagine if I took 4 months off, like he abused Smitty
Yeah.
out of the company for like being like daddy daycare. Like imagine if like
I would imagine your wife would be like, hey, go back to work. Like,
Yeah, 5
There's
months
not much
is
you
so
can do
long.
with an infant. Like, they're shitting, eating, crying. That's it.
yeah, or just like be like. Yeah, just getting in arguments with her.
Yeah.
Just be like, I wanted to fucking. Yeah,
I didn't
she
want
wanted me
these
to-
kids. You're like, we just had them.
Baby's face rapping.
Yeah, she.
You ain't got shit.
She wanted me to go back to work for
Yeah.
sure. It's for the best. And by the time she's getting back to work, like she wanted to go back to work. There's only so much you could do.
Imagine if you only took 1 month less than her.
Yeah, it's like, buddy, where
Or
have you
one
been?
more.
Like, getting over the circumcision.
Coming back into work after your 4-month recovery.
There's guys that take the full time. Like there's like we have guys on the tech team that are like in the throes of it. They had their kid at the same time as mine. They took like a month up top. And now they're on like the 3 months. They
But if
broke
you're
it
not
up.
You
content,
can save it.
You can break
stack
it up.
You can
oh
stack it.
really?
you can
So
stack.
when are you going to take your extra 3? Your 3
well,
and a
I
half.
have 2 kids.
Do you get paid?
Oh, so you got 8.
I have
You got
8.
9 months.
You could get paid.
realistically.
Yeah, paid.
Wow.
Oh.
Legally, they're not allowed. But I think like we're connected to ads. You know what
Right,
I mean?
that's
Like,
it. Yeah, you have to be.
yeah, it's kind of eat what you kill or whatever.
You guys Biz, you were talking about Harry banging the karaoke girl.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, for a second, hockey players and their unquenchable thirst for women. So, in general,
the single ones.
in my experience, the hockey players that I knew in college and stuff like that were just the absolute most thirsty, like, don't care who she is as long as she has a pulse, whatever situation.
You went to Harvard, though.
Do you think that hockey that's a fair description, or what league of sports would you say has the lowest
Oh, I would say,
barrier to entry?
I mean, I work
No,
with Biz, so
I think like baseball players are on the road for 4 days in the same city. I would say I've heard the same about baseball players. I mean, NFL and basketball guys, they're thumping everything on the road.
Sure.
Like everything.
I, mean,
I just think it
basketball,
has
they
a
were
lot-
sneaking dudes into. They were not dudes. They're sneaking girls.
Dwight
in.
Howard.
Yeah, well, some.
oh, with the bubble.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
Four
Yeah.
Seasons in Atlanta. You see them just getting shuffled in.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of them in the lobby. And
In the lot. So what do they?
They
just
come in
down
through
to
the
lobby?
kitchen like in
But you need the
Goodfellas.
key. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's also Bar Margot down there. It's on the 3rd floor, so it's kind of attached to the lobby. So they all kind of hang out in there, and
then what? They just come down when
They just get the call from the bullpen.
yeah.
The Goodfellas scene, but no table gets put in front of them. It's just an enormous Trojan, like
and the
Like a
cage,
beef tenderloin. Dick.
It's a cot. Roll away. Here you are.
yeah,
Right away, sir.
yeah. In the KHL, it's even more obvious where sometimes they get to the Russian cities, and you go to the hotel, and there'll be like 100 of them in the lobby, like hookers.
Those are
essentially.
pros, yeah.
Pros, but they're cheap. They're like $100, and they're 9.5, 10 out of 10 fembots. So
Is it because the town's like economy is so dire that like
Yes.
the best girls are gonna like try and make a buck that way? So
yeah,
only
it's
way
hard.
out?
Yeah, it's hard for them to make money, and hey, I think some of them at a certain point will fall in love. Like one guy will fall in love with them; they're so hot. So I think the one stipulation for even just like the regular civilian girls for them to go like have sex the first night is you just got to take them out to dinner. They want to be fed, and then you're gonna go
and
plow.
fed.
But I just think it has a lot to do with like training from such a young age where your testosterone's so high and you're just horny.
And it's all legs that you guys are doing. That's what it's got to be.
That's
It's
what I
all
think.
drunk.
Legs and
No.
foreskin. Yeah.
Legs and
You
forehead just
say
working.
things that you don't realize are funny, but a couple of us do.
would you not?
They just want to be fed. That's the funniest thing
But he didn't
I've
even
ever heard
mean
someone
like
say about a hooker.
And he meant it. And he meant it.
They're just
Those
hungry.
are the girls who aren't even necessarily pros, where they're just like so hot they want a nice warm meal, and then
Warm.
Yeah.
what if it's sushi?
What is this
maybe it's
prohibition?
sushi.
Like
Maybe
she's an
it's-
orphan.
Yeah.
So do you go down?
You're
This guy's
bringing her
bringing
Nobu.
home
She's like, I
Annie.
was hoping for warm.
Everybody
food.
listening, keep in mind, I've never been to Russia like that. The only time I went was under 18, so I haven't even seen this with my own eyes. This is just guys who
Hearsay.
play in the KHL.
Oh, I played in Russia. Yeah, like the lobbies would just be
Yeah.
full of attractive women, and you're in like
Food. Warm
You're in
plate.
Vladivostok.
That's my job.
And guys are like,
food.
guys are bringing down
They got
like
their kids
TV
with them.
trays of like TV dinners.
Yeah.
I know you want to be fed.
And you're like, you're gonna get lukewarm. You're not even that hot.
Here's a hot pocket. Don't burn
a
your
real
mouth.
ugly one, Biz is like, here's an Uncrustable. It's frozen.
It's not
Oh, I'd
warm.
be fucking. Oh, you know me. I don't have any standards.
Yeah.
You just look for the skinniest one.
Yeah.
What's gonna fill you up quick?
She's really hungry.
Yeah, I got to make chicken in my.
I got
Who's not hungry? I don't want to pay $30.
I got these peanuts and pretzels from the flight. That'll do. No, but and then
You're feeding a bird.
in most cases, like you can't even communicate with them. You could just call down to the lobby and say,
Send
"Hey,
one up.
the one in the blue, send her up."
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
So the
Ask her if
hotel's
she
in
wants it
cahoots.
medium well.
Do you get? What if you don't like her? Can you send her back down and say, "Not that one"?
Oh, they do returns.
Different shade of
They do
blue. You
returns. They're
fucking
like Target.
idiot.
Yeah.
She
Show you
ate too
receipt.
much. Get her out of
You
here.
can bring something back.
She's
like,
gassed.
It's like Target.
opened
Like
the
a
mini
TV at
bar.
Walmart.
It's like you didn't even buy it at Target, but you just bring it back with the receipt and they'll take it back. It's like, let's
Anything
get out of
under
hand.
$40, they don't
I didn't
check
say you
receipts.
could have those sun chips,
How,
sweetie.
I don't know how they keep the stock price so high when people are returning shit they didn't even buy there, but they take it. Yeah, I think all professional athletes are just really horny.
Sure.
All of
I think
them.
the
Yeah, yeah.
testosterone thing makes sense.
Yeah, from a young age, you're all the endorphins are pumping early.
But you said
Yeah.
you're low T now.
I'm low T
For
I
you,
think.
probably.
No,
Yeah.
I'm low T.
Yeah,
I think
still the
a lot.
highest.
A lot has to do with I think concussions
Real.
and maybe weed consumption. I think they say when you smoke a lot of weed, it lowers it. I don't smoke as much as I was, and then
So careful.
and then
Fast as I
they have
know
a
now.
shower in there. But and then I think when you sustain a lot of concussions, it naturally lowers it where you're maybe just not in that mental space. And it
I think you're good. I think
dep-
you're all right with the testosterone.
Yeah, I think you're all right.
I'm starting more as I get older to get my blood taken and know what's going on diet wise, what you're low in as far as vitamins and stuff. It sucks when you hit a certain age, you don't have the natural energy that you once did. Like even when how you could recuperate at 25 when you go out and get fucked up from drinking, the next day, even though you're maybe have a little bit of the booze blues, like boom, you right back at it where, if I got drunk now, that's why I don't drink.
And
I
then
can't
mix
take
in
the-
kids.
And then
Oh,
kids,
God.
the anxiety.
Kids, ruins
Yeah.
it.
You're done.
So
Yeah, you just can't drink
You
anymore.
can't.
No.
Yeah, you can't be hungover with kids.
what would you say the highlight of going to a place like Harvard for university is? Like, what are the coolest elements of it, and what are the low lights of it?
I mean, I would say this is gonna sound corny as hell, but I worked really hard to actually have cool classes. And the knock on Harvard is that they're hugely over-enrolled, like lectures, and you don't have much you don't have a relationship with the professors because there's like 400 kids in the class, and then you break off into what are called sections once a week, which are taught by grad students, like teaching fellows, and that's really where you have your interaction. But there was a lottery system where you could apply for seminars, and like once a semester, these huge hotshot celebrity professors who are like the leading thought people in their field of economics or social studies or whatever would offer a 12-kid seminar. So there's only 12 slots, and you had to lottery into them. And I would game the system by like writing them an email being like, I've been following your work since some bullshit. And I would always get into these. And so I took one with this guy, Robert Putnam, who his whole thing is about the decline of community in America and how ever since like the 1950s, as people started wanting more space and moved out into the suburbs, the American neighborhood kind of fell apart. Yeah. Because it used to be that like everyone left their doors open and be like, you wander over, your kids are in our place for dinner. And like, you know, you just the whole
even
street.
saying hello and shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm driving like this.
Yeah, exactly. And that like once a week, men would be in a bowling league, or you'd go to the Elks Lodge, or you'd go to the Veterans Club or the Rotary Club, or like church groups. And you know, as America has become more secular, people have moved away from religion, but that used to be the place that everyone gathered. Ron and I, we've talked about this, right?
Like it takes a village. That's
yeah.
I agree with that. I
that's
kind
a
of
great
feel
point.
maybe that lacking a little bit in my life. I live in Scottsdale, and it's so big where I would consider moving to a place like I've talked about Jackson Hole because it's small, 15,000 people, but just sense of community. Everyone knows each other. You know, you wave to each other.
Yeah, and I think
go
that,
ask your neighbor for milk or whatever.
Yeah.
And there used to be things called like third places where like it's not your home and it's not your work, but it's another place where you can safely just go and like spend some time. That's not like you're not getting fucked up at a bar.
Yeah. Gather, a place to gather. And that this was really good for tying like the fabric of society together. And it sort of fell apart. Obviously the internet, people spending hours playing video games, whatever. And this guy wrote the whole theory on this. His name's Robert Putnam, and he had a seminar that he taught at his house, and it was like he'd sit in this swivel chair in front of his fire. We'd have the fire going, and then the whole class would be on like a couch like this, and we would have read his work for the week, and then he would like grill us on his own work, and he would play devil's advocate theoretically against himself to see if we could debate him. And then halfway through the class,
So you enjoyed this.
His wife would come out with a tray of cookies and tea. And it was just like a class that you saw in like the universities in America in like the 1800s or like the early 1900s that you didn't think existed anymore. And I had that. I had a lot of those types of experiences.
Oh.
The classes were really cool.
That sounds so different from my college experience.
Yeah.
Well, just in it kind of
Then they did
I guess
helicopter cock together. Yeah. Whoa, Harvard's crazy.
what do you call it when you is it reading comprehension when you read something and like digest it? So it kind of tests that too, right? Keeps your skill sharp.
Yeah. It's so funny. People like knock me and they're like, can you imagine going to Harvard only to work at Barstool? It's like, I can't draw a more direct line between the education I had and what I do now. You know, I literally write blogs. I'm helping Dave write his book. I was an English minor. Like writing was what I wrote so many fucking term papers and did so much research. And that's what I do for a living now. Yeah. You know, communicating, stand-up, all this stuff. It was like I had a college experience that prepared me for the work that I do.
It didn't prepare you though for like, would you call it the Court of Minahan? Or like the
military academy of Minahan.
Yeah. Like that stuff you didn't prepare.
Well, that would have been the lacrosse team where Sean Whitsitt would try to break my finger because, you know, I couldn't hang clean 265 or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. He would push. I'd see it coming. We'd be doing a ground ball drill and he would push the other guys out of the way to go to the front of the line to match up against me. And I was like, here goes my pinky.
Like a senior when you were a freshman?
Yeah.
Did he do it? Aren't your fingers kind of gnarled?
This one's broken. Yeah.
From him?
lacrosse?
Yeah.
Who would you say the smartest or most influential person while you were going to Harvard? Like, where is that person gone?
Barstool.
Facebook.
No, like
It's Riggs.
Yeah. I mean, I was.
hey, there's another example though of a guy who like it most also makes you street smart.
Totally. I mean, I was good friends with, and I was in basically a frat with, first of all, Killer, Killorn, who obviously he's done pretty well. But then in his class also, and it was like small, it was only 20 kids per class in our thing, was Will Ahmed, who founded Whoop.
Oh yeah.
And
He's a member
friend
at my
of mine.
golf course. Yeah.
Yeah, really good dude. Obviously, I mean, I think they're worth like $4 billion now. And
That's
COVID,
fucked.
it was even higher. But like, I don't know. I have a few friends that are, those are my friends. And then I would say outside of that, you know, you have people that have just like murdered it in fucking private equity and finance.
Didn't you say when you and your friends do like when you guys get lunch, that like some of your friends like fly in and then fly out?
I don't know that I would say that necessarily. I do have a friend that lives in Switzerland, but like he wouldn't.
Like,
Just for lunch?
I mean, like a jet. Do they got a jet?
No, I don't really have jet friends.
Oh.
I don't really have
Jet
that.
friends are the best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Maybe
I don't have
maybe
any
in a
either.
couple years, but like we're not. I don't think anyone's there yet that I know.
I know a kid from Harvard, awesome dude, played hockey there, Dave McDonald.
Yeah,
And
he was
then
in the
he's the
same club that
man.
we were all in.
And then
The AD.
this kid like signed, I
AD.
think he got like 250 grand from the Sharks or whatever, and he was in the AHL, and he was just like, what am I doing? And gave the signing bonus back. And now I believe like has his own fund,
Yeah,
lives in
he's-
Switzerland, like
Damn.
is killing it.
Yeah,
the
he's
man.
killing it.
So like that's a guy who, you know, I think him getting into Harvard just for hockey, like obviously changed his entire life. Because I
Genius.
feel like, so my nephew's there now, he plays football, and it's one of those things like, dude, you can set up your entire life networking at this school
Yeah.
if you do it smart. And
How
then-
many? What percentage do you think are like geniuses, and what percent are like pretty smart and great networkers, and then what percent are like not smart at all?
I would
athletes.
I would say like 80% of the school was the single smartest kid in their fucking high school, or maybe even their village in China.
In Shenzhen, in
How many?
Guangdong.
How many?
And then the rest are athletes and people who were like legacies or extremely
like
wealthy.
they have like a library.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Sass?
I went to DePaul. I
4 year?
dropped
Did
out.
all 4?
No, I dropped out.
Dropped out?
He was
Yeah.
working here
All
by the time
4
he was
weeks.
19.
Yeah, I went for like 6 months.
No way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just knew I don't need any of this for what I want to do.
No, I got hired here, and I dropped out.
What were you hired for here? Like just like as a intern or like as a content maker?
Yeah, content.
Really? How did
Yeah.
they find you?
Me and KB have known each other for a while from Twitter.
He was
Okay.
huge on Twitter.
Yeah, I was bigger on Twitter when I got hired.
And you
than
don't
I
even really
am
do it
now.
much anymore, do you?
No,
Twitter?
but it was like a different kind of.
It was
was
way
like
better
having a
then.
big. It was like if you ran one of those like Instagram accounts that just posts memes.
Yeah.
No,
not,
but you
not
wrote- but
really.
you
I
wrote
was
your
not
own-
really. Yeah,
You
not
were
really.
writing jokes going.
but it's the same payoff.
Going viral.
In that
Yeah.
sense.
What were you just like kind of commenting on current events with your quick whips and jokes? Like, what
No, I
was-
was just like, it's like Twitter's very like it's like a formula. Like it's all just trends and dumb shit.
But
So it's you pick up on it and then you just.
he's very self-deprecating about what he built on Twitter. The truth is, if it were that easy for everyone, then everyone would do it. I still think you deserve a lot of credit for like building
Yeah.
this fucking.
Yeah, it was
machine.
definitely
See how hard
difficult
he's
to
trying
do.
with you? Just
Well,
No, it
just
was
a tire
definitely
pump.
the
Sucking him
underlying
off.
context of this is that he doesn't use this Twitter account anymore,
which could help Son of a Boy.
not
Dad.
only promote that, but his
Yeah.
own stand-up career and himself. And
Yeah,
like,
why
I
you
don't
got burnt out basically from it, or it's so different?
It
that-
was just the thing with that Twitter account was like there was an expectation, which is not fun for Twitter at all. Like if I tweeted
if you put out a
if I
non-good
tweeted
one,
if I tweeted like come see me in this city, I would lose like 1,000 followers.
they're not looking for
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't like a loyal fan base. Like now I
Yeah.
can tweet whatever I want. No
Yeah.
one gives a fuck.
because he created a different account.
Yeah.
That's
Do
also.
you still
huge.
have the
Is-
other account?
Yeah.
How many
Eh.
followers does that have?
I think it's got like 420 now.
And just so you almost should do like
It had like,
one a
almost
month, just like a
500.
banger from there. You know, and then it, like,
I tried that for a while, and then I got to a point where I was like, this doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
I got
Also-
the account that I have now has similar engagement that account.
Okay.
also because like, do you want more of a challenge as you've gotten older? Like,
No,
do you
I think
rather
I just wanted like a space on Twitter where I could just tweet anything rather
Okay.
than having to be like a funny joke. Like now I can just tweet about football.
When you got hired here, like, were you doing acting? Had you already started stand up at that point?
No, neither. I started stand up pretty close to after I started here. And then
Did you know before you were hired here that eventually you were going to do something and then get on stage?
yeah, I always knew I was going to do stand-up. I wanted to do stand-up in Chicago, but then I got sent home from COVID.
What was your first stand-up story? Like, what was the, like, can you go through the night?
Yeah, I mean, I was living in Hell's Kitchen with Owen and 2 other dudes that work here, or one left. But
Wasn't your
and-
big punchline the N-word?
No.
What?
No. I don't do that
Shit. I thought it was.
No, I don't. No, I don't have any M-word bits. I wish, but no, that's not me.
This is like a first game story, right?
I have always wondered, like, you
Kinda.
ever watch like one of those Louis bits, and you're like, do you think he was like shitting his pants the night that he was like, I'm gonna give this one a try? Because he's got like
done that?
multiple.
I thought
bits
that
where he
was the
says
point of
N-word.
comedy, like before
It was.
things changed, like to say
I don't think it
anything outrageous.
I think that's like his style is to like dig himself into a hole of like dirty material, but
like our
most
white
comics aren't
comedians
dropping the N-word on stage.
Yeah, are white comedians doing that currently?
No.
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 Those
Like, if I
show-
was sitting there, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, whoa.
Dude.
Like, wait.
Dude, if you listen to like an old Louis album now and like that bad words joke comes up, you're caught off guard. You're like, whoa.
That N-word made the shit out of my coffee.
Yeah. That one, you're like, whoa.
But he was, I don't know, like he had the wherewithal to close that joke out by being like, the guy wasn't even black. He was just a white guy.
Yeah.
Just a thought that crept into his head.
As they were booing and like,
No, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
But
the
like
best ever.
you listen to I listen to a lot of comics, podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
They hold him to like the highest.
Yeah,
standard.
he's
Louis
probably
CK?
Everyone, he's like
He's the top
everyone,
ever?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like him, Chappelle.
Yeah.
In
my head, he's
Dice
number
Clay
one
is
by a
another one that
mile.
everyone always talks about that they love, those old school
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Have you ever seen Dice's old like MSG
Insane.
yeah, like the
shows?
tick,
Ripping the
tick
cigarettes,
talk.
yeah.
I just
what does he
watched that.
say? He's like his intro. He's talking about New York and he's like ass parties every night of the week.
He's got like the outfit too.
Yeah,
the leather.
he's smoking the cigs.
Yeah.
So
I
going
love
back to
pussy.
your first one, where was it? You said it was Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, it was this club called the Producers Lounge.
That was the first place you ever did
Yeah,
stand up?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Why
like
is it like
It's
bad
a
or
dump.
I mean, it's a big room, right?
No. Oh, there's 2 rooms. They have like an actual room and then they have their open
Okay,
mic
the
room.
one I
Their open
did-
mic room is the size of this carpet.
I was gonna say the one I did there. I feel like had like
Theater or
yeah,
movie
like
theater seats.
round tables or something.
No.
Okay,
there's
then
not a
you know
round
what I'm
table in
thinking
that
of is
place.
do you know the Playboy Club up there?
Yes.
You're thinking of your class with that professor.
I am. Had a couch,
fire.
a fireplace, and,
Wife
yeah.
bringing out cookies.
milk and cookies?
Yeah.
No, this place is a real dump. But I drank two tall boy seltzers, and then I walked over and I drank 2 more beers before going up. And then I went up and I think I got like 1 laugh and I left and I was like, I fucking killed. I left and I was like, they were easy. That was an easy crowd.
Oh, shit.
I probably
Don't need to do
probably
stand up
bombed.
anymore.
That was too easy.
That's it.
I'm finished with that pursuit.
Guess I mastered this.
Solved it.
Now, I actually think I did another mic that night. I went to Brooklyn and did.
That's how much you were feeling yourself.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I
Build up the
fucking
momentum.
bombed there. Yeah,
Finished an MSG.
yeah.
It's quite the day.
What year was that? Was that right after COVID?
This was during COVID. This was like in COVID.
This was when we just started Son of a Boy Dad.
Yeah.
So do you still drink before you go on?
No, I don't drink at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that you just felt like that would loosen you up, and how long
Well,
did
that was a problem for a while because then I was like, I can't go up without drinking.
Yeah. Do you smoke?
Before going on stage,
Yeah.
I would be getting airlifted off of the stage from a fucking.
But there's got to be comics that do, Francis, right? Or no?
Many do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I have.
Well, did it go well?
Nope.
I mean, I can't even imagine how.
Yeah,
bad that would
no.
be.
No.
Did
it's
you see
bad.
the
But like,
clip
Ron, do you smoke before any of the battles?
No.
He didn't
Definitely
even.
not.
You said you didn't even drink like days before battles.
That's the time. The 2 times that I fucked up, it was because I was so hungover. Like I was bombed out in like the whatever city, like Toronto one time and like London the other time, and I was like doing this shit perfect, like drunk out of my mind. Like all the other battlers are loving it, and then the day of, you're so hungover you can't even like fucking think.
Foggy
so,
brain.
yeah, so foggy.
I would not. Yeah, we didn't play guilty. That wasn't really a thing that we did. We'd wait to after the game to get after it.
Oh really?
Never,
I did
never-
one time
guilty.
in New York.
Never.
I played guilty.
We're never playing guilty.
But sometimes if you were
You
in a
never did?
slump or something, the coach would be like, "Hey, you should play guilty tomorrow." Remember, Tip would do that to Donor if he was struggling. This guy didn't drink. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"Dude, go send one tonight."
Really?
Yeah.
There was not one time in the NHL where if I knew I was playing, I went out and drank. I would never go out night before.
Yeah, there was one time I did it. That was it.
Oh,
In
man,
New
I
York.
can't
Were you
imagine.
brutal?
Dude, I was playing 4th line forward for like 5 games, but I was a defenseman. So I was only in the lineup to play on the power play.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not good. And we played the Rangers at home at noon in Pittsburgh. And then we flew to New York, and Bunzo was here. One of our best buddies lived here. And I'm like, well, I'm playing forward. Like, I'm playing 5 minutes. And then when I'm out on the ice for the power play, I'm just like, here you go, Crosby. What a tough gig. So we went out. I ended up sleeping on his couch. And the game was at 3 o'clock the next day. And I woke up and I was hurting. And I went to the rink. And I saw that I was back on defense on the second pair. And I was like, oh my God.
And
I
that's
was like,
20
oh my
minutes.
God, oh my God. And I did warm-ups. I felt horrible. I puked after warm-ups. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I'm probably done now. And I played like 21 minutes and had like an unbelievable game.
Damn.
So sometimes when you play guilty,
And
like
I was
you're
back in
kind
the lineup as a defenseman.
you feel a little loose, and you're snapping around.
And then he got
And I
shipped
put
to
on my
Elbow.
Aldo shoes and we went out on the town again.
Some guys, like they would, like you say, it was a crutch to them where they had to go out the night before and get banged up. But when you're an athlete, it takes its toll on you. And well, just as it would a comedian, but more so physically for an athlete. But
Yeah, I
no,
can't even imagine
I was
that.
not.
When I say I was going up shit face too, I'm not.
Oh,
I wasn't
really?
hungover. Yeah, I was buckled.
Crippled.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was on stage like I don't even know what's going. Dude, that was why I stopped drinking, was because I would go up and I would be like, man, I just fucking killed.
They're like, dude,
And then I would be like
you.
texting the manager of the club, and I'd be like, you got to get me those tapes. Those are going online tomorrow morning. And then I would get the tapes, and I would just be bombing.
Oh,
And I would be
wow.
laughing to myself on stage, like I'm mopping the floor with these.
And you'd be bombing?
Yeah.
No way. Oh, you
Yeah.
were that banged up.
Well, I mean, because I would have shows all night. So you start
I
at
mean,
7,
two
you're
tall
going home at
boys. He's
2.
160 pounds.
Yeah, 2 tall boy seltzers. Even
Yeah.
Too tall. That's 4 seltzers to start, and
Yeah.
then 2.
But in the NHL, we have morning skates. So you skate in the morning, and that
Yeah.
used to be for guys to sweat it out.
Yes.
But nowadays, like that's why they're kind of going. Not a lot of teams do them anymore because guys aren't going.
When
out
I
like
came
that.
into the league, there was veterans who would, like, I remember Marc-Andre Fleury had to take a guy's bag up off the bus, flying to New York, bus pulls in Manhattan, and then you go up, check in. Well, he'd be like, Fleury, take my bag. And then the guy would say it's 3 o'clock. He'd come home at midnight, 1 a.m. Like, that was like
And
how
we had
old school
roommates
guys
back then.
did it. Like, they'd go to a bar, then they'd go to a dinner, they'd go to a bar after, and now guys are just dialed.
Guys bring their
Guys-
video games and shit.
Yeah. I've
A lot
seen
of guys
that.
don't even drink. Probably.
I would be shocked.
Oh,
You'd have beers on the flight home, and like a lot of teams almost got rid of that. I don't know if that's for sure still the case, but I do know guys will take like an edible before a flight home, after a game, no game the next day, as opposed, which is way better for your body than having 8
Yeah.
years.
Was there a period where marijuana, if it was detected, you guys would get in big trouble for
Well,
that?
what would happen? I don't know what the story is now or the case now.
I gotta
You'd get randomly
You got
drug
it.
tested, and then if you had failed something, like nobody knew but you,
Yeah.
they
What
would
if-
call you. Like,
For party stuff.
Yeah.
For like weed, ecstasy.
yeah.
any
If
of
it was
that.
steroids, you're done.
So they would just call you and say, "Hey, we
Do you have
found
a
this. Do
problem?"
you got a problem?"
And no
then
matter
they-
what you said, they
And
would
if you
then
s-
show up. They could show up for the next 6 months or 12 months anywhere. I'm talking off season. They'll come to your house at 9 p.m. if you had already been busted for something. And
For
then
weed?
if you failed that
For
one,
weed?
you were suspended for like half
I
the
never
season
heard
or
of
something.
anybody who like if they were doing it getting suspended for it because they kept doing it. It wasn't like the NFL. I think that was one they viewed as like, this guy's not really harming anyone. He's just
He's
if
not
that-
cheating the
he's
game.
he's picking his
cheating
poison
himself.
as far as he doesn't want to do booze. Maybe it helps him sleep at night. We don't give a fuck. And then for the coke, ecstasy, the technology, as I call it, the harder drugs, that's where they would, if they saw it once, they'd
AI
be like,
drugs.
okay, well, we obviously don't want our players doing coke or ecstasy, so they'd reach out. Do we have a problem? If you then tested positive again for it, if they were testing you, which they would have, then I think that they kind of tell you, hey, we're going to put you in the program. We're not going to tell anybody. We're going to protect you, and then they would help them out. That's what's cool about
Sounds
hockey.
like you went through it.
No, I've had buddies, but I like how they approached it.
John
where
calls.
they didn't like all of a sudden you're in the media because you were doing coke. That wouldn't help the situation. All of a sudden you have another thing coming at you.
Well, or they didn't, and the team not knowing, because then the GM could be like, I'm getting rid of this.
They wouldn't even tell the team.
So you protected the players that one time. You got protection.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Was it ever a painkiller like problem in the league?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
that
was.
Was it bad?
I think that's probably, I don't know. I sense that painkillers aren't nearly an issue as like they used to be. Considering everyone now knows, like, you have one, you could be dead.
Right. Yeah.
Right? But like then I think a lot of guys like Biz were, right? I
No, so I
not you. I'm saying like fighters.
Yes, great point. Yeah, a lot of fighters.
Derek
because-
Bogard.
Yeah.
I read the whole long expose on him.
Yeah.
And you
That
know, it
book's
wasn't
horrible.
his fault at all. It was like
No. I mean, the fact you were getting
Painkillers.
those is crazy. I mean, that's every sport. Too.
But that wasn't. I mean, as much as there's been so many shows made about Purdue Pharma and all that, and it's like, well, you almost don't even blame the doctors either because they were being told
These are safe. They're not. I know.
Miracle drug and all that.
And now if you're being given them, it's being tracked.
Mhm.
So everybody's aware how many you're getting, where they'd be like, well, your injury's done. And no, unless they were trying to get them somewhere else.
They wouldn't even send you home with like a full bottle. It'd be like you're getting that
Even
one per
Ambien.
day.
At the rink.
Yeah.
Ambien now, like we would get.
It was bad.
I could go get 30 Ambien like 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Like and now they give you one for that night if you do want one. So everything's changed so much since like the lockout of 2005. I think that was the beginning of like a lot of stuff changing with drugs, I guess. But now the league's humming.
Yeah, league's in such
The
a good
league's
spot.
like NHL right now. I mean, you guys aren't really NHL fans, but
I
us,
would
we
say
notice it getting bigger.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you just go to a Rangers
7
game?
I went
players.
to a game a week ago. Yeah.
Did you? Who'd they play?
They put
It
you
was,
on the jumbo.
No.
Ugh.
I
That's why you don't
tried.
That would've
fly
been
first
nice.
That'd be
class.
sick.
I would have liked
tried.
it. I would have liked that.
Flagging down camera.
The cameras don't
yeah.
go up to the bleachers. Is that Francis sitting commercial?
You get arrested trying to
Roach
get in the
Club?
green room in MSG. It's like, shit, Francis.
Francis
Jeez.
Ellis eats seafood towers at his desk. No, I was at the Rangers opener against the Pens,
Okay.
which they had these new jerseys that were pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are sick.
Dude, if it's getting bigger, it's solely because of you guys. You're the reason that
I
hockey's
don't know
getting
about
big.
that,
No.
but
So-
thank you.
solely.
They definitely have. I agree with you, Ron. They have a very
I don't-
big hand in that.
I don't think that we've had anything to do with the game getting better. I do think having like certain current players come on and kind of open up, which current players come on and sometimes they're kind of quiet and I get it. But then some guys are like, wow, like all of a sudden there's a fan base that knew nothing about that guy that now is like, holy shit, he's pretty funny, or like he had a couple good stories. That wasn't really around before we started.
No, yeah.
I'll say
E-
that.
And
Even, like,
I love
showing
getting,
you-
Go ahead.
Like even showing your personality through whether it's clothing or what you drive. Like when we came in the league, if you had a nice car when you were young, guys would put it on blocks. Like it was bad. You couldn't wear a nice suit. Everyone wore a black suit or a fucking gray suit. Nowadays, you see guys showing up. So you see in guys' personalities come out, which I think they've done a huge part of that, which has helped grow the game.
Yeah, I
to where
think
it is.
make it a little bit more socially acceptable. I think that we talked about like the drug stuff and cleaning up like every aspect of behind the scenes, as well as, you know, these guys taking care of themselves more. So the product and also Gary Bettman making it like a hard cap system where there's more parity, where everybody really has a chance to win. They've made it really easy for us to talk about it, because I agree with him and him. Like the product of the game has never been better. But yeah, it's been fun. Like I like interviewing the old school guys to hear about even crazier stories that we did. Like we talk about playing guilty. Those are the guys who were playing guilty and like they're telling these old school stories where your jaw's on the floor. Like you even got to play in the league after you did that.
Like thinking of the league without cell phones. Like,
Oh my God.
Like just thinking of that now, like where the guys are, hey, meet at this bar at 6, and then like There's no pictures there's nothing.
More guys in the locker room smoking who don't. So in the locker room, like between periods, guys are all just ripping nuts. Like to think about that and to get guys on who lived in that era, that's been one of the, if not the most fun part for us. Long form interview, sitting down with old school throwbacks. But now we're back to doing 2 pods, and when is this coming out? This podcast
Tomorrow.
Well, I mean, so is ours, and we're announcing like RA's coming back, so we got 2 shows a week.
Fuck yeah.
So we're gonna have like an RA's land or RA's world on the Friday back half portion where he gets to talk whatever he wants to do, and so it's cool. We've got a lot of good things coming, and that's one thing I wanted to mention just because he's been such a big part of it, and obviously the last year's been difficult, but we got things sorted out, and we definitely have a whack pack.
Fuck yeah.
I have an RA story, but I don't know if it's something you'd want me to tell.
We've seen a lot of it.
I don't know if you could shock us with anything.
No, but I'm saying it's
Hey,
about,
try us.
It includes, he's been in rehab that's been open, right?
We sent him to a ranch.
It was
We won't
the
get into
bunny
that
ranch.
story.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Well, a guy we had
Him and
on
Lamar
named
Odom
Clint
went.
Malarchuk. This guy had his jugular cut by a skate years and years ago. And it's just like he's had this, struggle with life. And he's ended up becoming like a big influence on people who are trying to get sober. And because he had some big problems after what he went through. And he has this ranch now. So we interviewed him in Vegas. And that was kind of right as RA was in the plastic dog collar on the ice with the Stanley Cup champions. Probably the highest point
As
he
a
got
reporter.
in terms of like being a disaster. And so we were like, all right, you're gonna go. I think this is a good idea. I think he was there for like 2 weeks. I don't know.
Like
He
10
was
days.
there and he was like, this isn't really for me. It's like, okay, I guess. All right.
I bet not.
Yeah.
Addicted.
Yeah.
But he's a character. Like he's one of a kind, and we all got our flaws, and we love him.
Yeah.
I want to hear the story now.
Yeah.
I'll tell it and we can cut it if it's not
Yeah,
something you think. So I did a show with Donnie after I got back from China where we were just kind of like doing almost like a press tour, just 3 spots and we went to Laugh Boston. And it was probably a Tuesday night or something. And we did the show, and then RA came to the show. And afterwards, we had kind of like a watch party. It was Patriots like opening game. And he was getting banged up with us and all that. And then I was like, yo, dude, I'm going to go to bed. We're going to Philly tomorrow morning early, like whatever. And he's like, oh, are you staying in the hotel? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll go. Come on, let's hang. And I'm like, okay. So he comes up to my room and he sits. Donnie and I were sharing a room, and Donnie stayed down with the fans and was like drinking stuff. And so he sits on Donnie's bed. I'm like brushing my teeth, like getting ready for
plugging
bed.
in your phone.
Yeah, get ready.
Facial routine.
I literally get into my bed, and he is on the opposite bed, just lining up lines
On the Bible.
on the bedside table between us. And he's like, "Do you
Want one
want
before
any?"
bed?
And I'm like, "No, I literally
just
just
brushed
put my
my teeth,
mouth
dude."
guard in, like." I'm wearing my
No, I
face
took my
mask over
contacts
my
out. I'm good.
forehead.
Francis is putting a breathe right strip on his nose. He's like,
That'll help me get
No,
some
dude,
C's.
Make it easier.
that actually would have worked.
It's the opposite of where I'm at.
He's like,
right
let me
now.
get one of those.
Dude, the part for me that
Oh, this will
He's like,
make
good
it
idea.
easier.
Good idea. Yeah. Actually, give me 2.
Hey, the part for me that hopefully I'm alive in 50 years, I'll laugh at this. He goes on the ice that Stanley Cup final game. Panthers win. He's crippled. He's got the dog necklace on, the choker. The Kachucks they're just get away from me, right? And we go to Vegas right after this for the draft. And our first show in Vegas is gonna be like, going over the Stanley Cup ending, the Panthers winning, and also like, all right, we got to address like this thing's gone viral.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
like a fake plastic diamond encrusted gold dog collar on your neck.
He
on
forgot the
on
one.
ice.
He forgot the one guy's name who he was interviewing.
Yeah.
The clip still went out. But
And the Kachucks are all over him. So I'm like, oh man, that's it's gonna be tough for him apologizing, and he knows the Kachucks real well. And so we sit down and I bring it up and kind of tee him up for just an apology that everyone's expecting. And he's like, boom, he hammers him right back. He's like, they're lying. I talked to their family. They fucking said they're wrong. I'm like, oh my God, he's doubling down on this? He had no voice. We got Macklin Celebrini coming. I'm like, what are we doing? What's happening?
So then we think like the party's over because we just finished the award show and we have basically our last show. Now we're heading to what? Free agency.
Yes.
And kind of who won at the awards. And we think, okay, at this point he's gonna take a knee. Well, we have our last final dinner and his drug dealer shows up to the dinner and then he stays in Vegas for 2-3 more nights. And then
Worst
the next
dinner
show
of all time.
we were having salmon pizza. It's 110 degrees and he got us the table outside. He ordered the table outside.
In Vegas in July.
Salmon pizza with caviar.
How'd you get us this table?
Like right off the page.
Hey, so the trip ends. And we're driving to the airport. Me, Biz, and RA. And we're like, hey, dude, like, we talked to Clint, like, I think it's time to take like a step back here. What we're figuring out. And he's like, yeah, no, I know. I don't know about Clint's. I think I know what I'm going to do, though. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to get out of Boston. I'm going to figure everything out. I'm like, where are you going to go? He's like, I'm going to come back to Vegas. I'm like, dude.
No.
I was like, no. I looked at Biz. I'm like, no, what? And he's like, no, I'm not going to be on the strip. But, like, there's nice areas around here. I'm like, no, dude, no.
Yeah, he's going to be.
Oh, my God. But he's back. He's back. And now, like,
also that next show's outline. So, like, we're like probably 4 or 5 days removed when everything should be back to normal. He's taking a knee now. And there was 2 sentences on the outline. I think that, and he was in charge of it. So that was kind of like, all right, I think this run's over. We're gonna
reset.
We're gonna hit a reset and welcome back to the fucking Warthog, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Yeah. Yes,
great.
Yes,
he's the best.
He's the best.
Because a lot of people have been saying, like, why aren't you guys like telling us what's going on? The whole time we were just kind of like figuring it all out.
Yeah.
People thought we just like booted them.
No,
like we're not. We would never just boot somebody. Like we're like a family on our show.
You guys are super loyal.
And you were giving him his
RA
space
and I
too,
like
right?
We got to give him space.
He started the thing. Like it was so. We're excited now because now he has his own little segment on the Friday episode at the end of us just discussing what's going on, and I can't wait. I mean, there'll be clips for sure.
And also, I think about maybe shutting it down, doing what we're doing around, maybe 48, 50 years old. Like he's 50. So to like be traveling and doing all this stuff along with some of the fun stuff, like it's hard, man. So we get 14-month reset, and now he's got his own little happy land here.
Dude, we
us.
were in Buffalo once. We got there for Chiclets Cup.
Oh, this is with the GM,
and we're sitting there, and we're with Kevin Adams. He's the GM of the Sabres, and he had come in a little late. Now earlier in this night, RA had met some indigenous native people,
Jewish.
and they had this weed. They had this weed, and they're like, "RA," and I was like, "I'm good." And RA's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, that stuff, like, that's gonna cripple you." And I saw him 10 minutes after. I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." So the night goes on. He's drinking. He's
25
so baked.
Cadillac margaritas,
and he's getting these Cadillac margaritas. We're at a speakeasy attached to the bar we did the appearance at. There's this little speakeasy like hidden. And Kevin Adams comes up, the GM, and we're sitting there and we're talking to him, right? Like, hey, how's the season gonna go? You guys have been struggling, and like
asking him serious questions.
I look over and RA is just passed out at the bar. And he kind of wakes up, and I'm like, dude. And then the waitress comes over, he's like, Cadillac margarita, and she's like, okay. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, no, he's done. He's done. The girl in Buffalo is like, yeah, sure. And Kevin Adams is like, who's that? Oh, that's RA. I'm like, this is crazy.
But then he joined the conversation and he was trying to ask some questions, and he's standing there like it's Mortal Kombat, and he's got his fucking hands in his drawers like that. Scratching it.
And you wonder why you just had pink eye.
Like this guy's about to fucking shake his hand with all the swass off from his balls. After asking him a 3-hour question, mumbling.
But I'm excited because now, like, he'll bring stuff and he'll say he has opinions on everything, and a lot of times, like, they don't really align, necessarily, like with. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He has some things that make total sense, and then there's times that he was like mad at a fan who paid a parking ticket for Brad Marchand. Like it drove him nuts, and I was like, "Why are you so mad about this?" Like that. Those are the things RA brings that you can never see coming.
The common fan.
So
he's the man.
In that hotel room, he he didn't leave for 2.5 hours.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say weeks.
And I got to a point where I actually turned over to face the wall, and he was just talking at my bare back and doing more and more coke, and I would fade in and out of sleep, and I would wake up to. Yeah, that's when, that's the problem with the Red Sox being in the same town as the Bruins. Like, who do you really root for? And I'm like, am I awake or dead? And then you'd hear like it's just kind of ripping it. Like I didn't say a word for 2.5 hours.
How did it eventually end?
And he never stopped having a conversation with me.
How did it eventually end?
Didn't he? Still
I don't
there?
know. I don't know. At some point,
He woke up to all right puking. That was at
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Okay, it's morning time.
Or I bet Donnie came up and like Donnie can go too. So he probably just
that might have been
Donnie probably corralled him out into the hall.
I don't know how the night ended for them. I just know that when at some point it got quiet.
Oh yeah, he can go. That guy parties. He parties.
Yeah.
Social cues, not so much.
That's fine. No,
pretty
they're not
sure-
for everyone.
No.
I'm pretty sure he was doing coke off the standard issue Bible that you get for each hotel room.
God.
Because it had one of those black leather covers so you could see it better.
That's what they're for, honestly.
Yeah.
How do we top that?
We really can't. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Oh,
through.
we
yeah,
got a
thanks
live
for
having
show.
us.
First live show in 20 minutes.
Hey, congrats,
20 minutes?
boys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jesus
Thanks for
Christ.
doing it.
Great
Appreciate it.
snapping.
Yeah,
that was
thank you guys for
Thank
coming
you guys.
through.
On.
Keep crushing it. Sass,
You
buy
guys
in.
too.
Yeah,
We're
buy
in.
in.
We're here. We're on
Buy
to
in.
Cincinnati.
Grab the hand. Grab the hand. It's out there. It's out
Be
there.
nice.
All right,
Grab
boys.
it.
Thank
Thanks,
you guys.
guys.
Subscribe
that
to
was
Spittin'
great.
Chiclets.
Appreciate
Oh,
it.
you want to close this out? That's it. Don't even watch.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
I think you dropped your wallet.
I got it.